Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about a very controversial figure. He's a really weird dude. His Twitter is furiously Steph. So we're going to talk about a dude named Steph or something. I guess it stands for Steph infection. Yep. So, as you may notice, I'm actually wearing long sleeves because all my short sleeve shirts either went missing or just are really dirty. And it's summer, so it's a horrible time for this to happen. And I keep forgetting to go in the basement. Yep, I could win in the basement. Okay, so let's go to the video. So there's this dude on Twitch. He became like, I guess, the ambassador of Twitch or like a moderator. My eyes hurt. Yeah, so this dude is basically a censor for Twitch, and he basically is flexing that he has power. It's just a car. My thought it was a van or something. This white so pretty creepy. What in the world? Okay. So this guy named Steph. I guess when I first saw this dude, I looked at him and I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? And I was thinking, okay, he must be posing as transgender. Hey, where's Madison? Okay, Dad just rolled up. So this guy, so I look at him once and I'm like, are you transgender or something? Because a lot of guys on YouTube like to do that. My friend Blake does that. He goes by Blair White, of course, but yeah. And there are a couple guys, I guess, who goes transgender and is really creepy. I heard he did a video on Nikki tutorials. Turns out that's a guy. It's not really hard to notice because the deep eyes and the weird face. You can tell by how I think how he's built. Okay, we're getting off topic. So Steph, I looked at him, thought he was transgender. Okay, this guy must be a freaking retard. And then basically turns out he started saying some weird things, and I kind of noticed, what's wrong with your face? His face is like really long. He's got a really pointy chin, and he's like permanently like this. His teeth are showing. Like I don't know if he's trying to forcefully smile or he has like a gum disease. But seriously, this dude's like a dog when it's going, and he gets his freaking like top lip stuck on the top of its gums. That's like how he is. Hey, where's Madison?
In the house.
In the house?
Yeah.
Where'd she go in the house? Yeah, that's dead. That's my dad.
I don't know why.
Like, where is Madison hiding?
Huh?
Where's she hiding?
Dude, that's heavy, right?
Okay. So, I guess Madison was in the house, even though I looked inside, and the house looked ransacked. She really sucks to keep in the clean house. But let's go back to topic. Steph, I guess, so his lip is like this. He basically looks like this on an average basis. It's really freaking creepy. Like, why you do this? Like, I don't know if he's got like a lip problem. Like, it might be tilted weird. It might be like he just got a weird problem. And he dyed his hair like pink and red, which is really creepy. When you usually see people who dye their hair an unnatural color, you probably should run. And like Birdman says, if Eugene reaches in the bag, you better bolt. You better run, and you better be leaving the place. That's how I am when you see a person with green or blue or red or freaking pink hair. I know red hair is a natural hair color, but when they do it in an unnatural way, you're just probably getting a dip. So this guy, I don't know how tall he is, but I saw, when I was skipping through like Blake's video, there's this one frame where this guy was standing up. He has really skinny legs. Like, look at my legs. They're not that skinny. They're actually pretty normal for a male my size, but this person or dude, he's got like stick figure legs. Like, so I guess he's like oddly built on top and has really skinny legs, so I guess he's a chicken. This dude, he flexes that he has power and people should be afraid. If you're in a position of power, you shouldn't really do that. I know that people on Twitch are like complete like butt faces or something. They're like simps because they got rid of the simp emotes and they kind of exposed who runs Twitch. I never use Twitch. It's really stupid, and there's like a lot of like thoughts on there. If I was making a series on people on Twitch, I would probably like rip a new one for Alinity, or if that's her name. She like put vodka in her mouth and like spit into her cat's mouth, which is freaking disgusting. That cat ended up pooping on her, and then a cat ran up and bit her, and I guess she wanted to beat the cat by looking at the cat and looking at the camera. Yeah, so Steph, I guess, he's probably, by looking at him, he just looks like a horrible person. He looks like a horrible like moderator too, and he has these bear ears on, and I kind of noticed in Blake's video, he's like trans species. He identifies as a deer. That's freaking weird. I guess he got his wife or girlfriend to come in and just basically rub on his head and his body, and he calls something called a deergasm, which is freaking weird. I probably want to figure out how tall this dude is. If he's like 5'3" or 5'8", I could probably take him. But if Steph wants to come at people who actually want to live their own life, dude, come in my house. I'd beat the crap out of you. Isn't it good, beautiful? I don't mean to spy on my neighbors, it's just the background. If I had a green screen, I'd probably use it. Just use this guy's face and be like this. And be like, y'all probably click off the video and be like, yeah, this guy's disgusting. So basically, Steph is a freaking weirdo. This dude, he's trans species, which he's got the little deer antlers. I guess he identifies as a female deer, which is a doe. You should probably know about deers before identifying these. If you don't know anything about what you're identifying as, what are you even doing? Like, people, it seems to be the common trait in teens, since it's like a trend nowadays to be like trans something, trans age, transgender, trans species, I guess in some parts trans race. People are doing this now, and it's really freaking stupid. I remember going to school and there's this one transgender person, and she was a woman. She wanted to identify as a man, which is freaking stupid. She basically looked at me, and I guess back then in class I was kind of weird, and I guess it was before I took medicine and stopped being crazy. I was basically going, and back in class it wasn't a real gun at all. I'm just using my imagination. And she turned around and goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, I like doing this in class. I think I probably shouldn't do it in class. I should probably just keep doing it at home. I think it might be an addiction. I don't really do it much now, but I used to be more addicted to playing with guns back then, because I was a freaking kid. I was like 14, I think, when this happened. And this woman turns around, has a really short haircut. I don't know, I didn't really look at his chest. I wouldn't really want to look at it. I think his chest might be like freaking messed up or something. And he's pretty freaking weird. I don't know what he's doing now. Let's just call him Eugene, or Eugene, how Birdman says it. Okay, back to Steph. Steph is a freaking weirdo. You can tell by how he is. He's got chicken legs. I think he was wearing tights and a skirt, which is really weird. Like, Steph, you're a guy. You don't wear that. Even by society standards, I'd rather go by society. I wouldn't want to wear a skirt and be like, "Hey, baby, you call me she now." Yup.
Sit down for her.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Huh?
That's it.
Okay.
Right.
You just getting in frame?
Yeah, let's get in the frame.
Yes, my dad. You gotta get me demonetized, kid.
Huh?
You gotta get me demonetized.
What's the monetized?
It's when you stop earning money on videos.
You're earning money on videos?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't have that many subscribers yet. Yep, the stick's butt out. Okay. So, why is she at the park?
I don't know.
Is Reagan still with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'll stop by. Huh? Hey, do you know this guy named Steph?
Open.
Okay. So, do you know this guy named Steph? He's like a moderator at Twitch.
No.
He's basically this weird dude who identifies as a deer. Well, let's see what Mass is doing. So, Steph, if you see this video, I hope you know you're freaking weird. You probably make kids very uncomfortable everywhere you go. I think you might have a lip disease, and you might have a brain disease, and basically, I guess you got like, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, it was the other part. So, Steph is a pretty weird dude. I guess from what I've heard from him, he's got this Twitter, Furiously Steph. On his profile, it's like trans deer girl. That's pretty freaking weird, dude. Since I don't have Twitter, because I got mad at Twitter for defending a pedophile, I decided to go rip them a new one, and they decided to ban me. I'm like, why do I even have this crappy app? I'm like, if I get banned for trying to like get mad at Twitter for defending pedophilia, so I got rid of the app. I guess Steph, I think a year ago or 2 years ago, when this dude was probably normal, I think, or as normal as it gets. This dude was, okay, my freaking pants tugging me. Yeah, if you have a big butt, it's really hard to wear pants. Freaking goes in your butt crack. Oh yeah, that was off question and TMI. So Steph, I guess the history of Steph, I think when he was like, when he was born, I guess he must have had like a brain problem. Or maybe as a kid he hit his head really hard. And since the LGBTQ community is getting a lot of attention nowadays, and people are turning into a trend, so people are turning into a trend to cut off pieces of your body and literally like make new ones, which is not really hereditary or anything, even though I don't even know what that word means. So Steph must have saw that and be like, huh, how do I want to get myself into power? So I guess he must have rammed his head into a tree, got his idea of a perfect idea, went to Twitch, I guess started streaming. He identified as trans. I don't really think trans is real, but I know there's a mental illness around it called gender dysphoria. It's when you look in the mirror and I guess you see an opposite gender. I would be very scared if I saw a woman in my mirror. I'd probably think it's the Ring or something. Steph, yeah, he's a pretty weird dude. I guess he must have been like a kid and had this idea. Just clearing my eyes. So, he must have got that idea of like becoming like trans species from like Tumblr or something. He must be like a fanatic on Tumblr. And I guess he's on Twitter, which where all the retards are. Basically, everybody on Twitter, they don't really have a brand, they don't have a mind of their own. They just go in this big horde and be like, cancel people. Thank God I've only been on Twitter for like a month. I tried contacting Activision, which is pretty stupid. Luckily, I'm a little more mature now. I tried giving Sledgehammer ideas for Call of Duty World War II. They never freaking listen, and my butt crack just get absorbing stuff. And yeah. So I guess Steph, I don't know how old this guy is. I wish you can actually check the web when you're like recording. Let's just say he's 37. He's like 37, a 37 white guy who identifies as trans species, which is overall freaking creepy. And this dude, I guess from other things I heard, he's on the moderator team. I already told about that, but as a moderator on Twitch, I guess you can like get rid of like certain emotes. Like they got, that was a wasp. They got rid of certain emotes, probably phrases or words, and here's getting stuck to webs. And basically, holy crap, it's hot out here. Why'd I have to wear a long shirt? So yeah, I guess that's all I want to talk about Steph, because he's freaking weird. I guess me and Birdman have one thing in common. We like talking about weird people. Maybe if I found a Eugene near my school, I'd probably make a video on that. I was thinking of making it like, I was looking through my photos and being like, what would be the perfect photo for like this video, like what was it called again? I guess, like, screenshot. And I found a really good one. Yep. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe.